Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of
The English Couple.
Yes, this is our third episode of our exciting land project. As you know, if you've been watching regularly, we've taken on some land, 2.5 acres.
Have we?
We have.
Ooh, how
and
exciting.
We've been coming here, not every day, but several days in the week to work on it. Now, in this episode, we're going to, what are we going to do, Julia?
A bit of everything.
Yes, we're going to finish off the polytunnel. You may remember we didn't get the plastic on last time, so we've got that to do. We've got more clearance, and I'm hoping that we can mix up some compost
Yes.
and
very,
start
very important.
perhaps putting it into our veg patch area and let that work its way out for
Yes.
our no dig.
And we may have some pumpkins to put in there that's been brought on
By your mum.
by my mother.
Fantastic. So sit back and enjoy the episode. The day has come. The polythene has come. And Julia and I have come back to our tunnel of polyness. And as you can see, we've been putting some tape, special polythene protector tape,
That foamy stuff.
yeah, on the vulnerable bits. Now, of course, I didn't order sufficient quantities, so we're hoping that we're going to be all right, and maybe we can put some more in after the event. Don't know. But we don't know that we can finish the whole thing. As you may remember in the last episode, I hadn't anticipated it being quite as wide, and so I didn't order as much. But I think what we can do is pretty much at least do that end till we get more tape for this side.
Yeah.
So, you feeling fit, Julia?
Just about.
Thank goodness it's another sunny day. We could do with some rain on the land, but not today.
Yeah.
Well, we've managed so far to get one sheet across, and in order to do that, as you probably saw, it was chaotic, very chaotic. However, we've dug a trench. We were advised by our mate John Cook,
Thanks, John.
who's a farmer at Dora's Dairy, check him out for raw milk,
Yum.
yum, to dig a trench about a foot or so either side of the polytunnel, so that you fill
Yeah,
the
you
plastic
lay
in
the
it.
plastic in it and over, and then you put the soil in on top.
because soil's heavy and it will
and it will
hold.
fill it and peel it in and tighten it and hold it.
So that's what we've done. I mean, it's difficult to show you everything because we're doing it, and then we have to pick up the camera, obviously. But we can show you the after effects in the different stages that we're doing it. But because we live in Wonky Town,
Won't you take me to
Wonky Town, Joe's favourite song, the plastic is straight. The polytunnel frame isn't. So, yeah, I know, you'll be criticising, going, hang on, it's on a funny angle.
It's on the wonk.
But-
Yeah, we know.
The main thing is it's letting in heat, and that is the object of the exercise.
Yeah.
If this all fails, all we've spent really is the money on the plastic, and we can start all over again. But this is what we're experimenting with. This is why we've got a small one,
It's all good experience, isn't it?
definitely. Right, got to do some infilling. Trimming, or trimming as some people call it. That's what we've been doing. As you saw in one of the early episodes, Ed fixed the strimmer for us because it was leaking, although it still leaks a little bit, and I'm a bit worried about the petrol catching fire and going down my leg. Not that anybody wants that. That's
No.
certainly not me.
Definitely not.
No. So it's been great fun cutting the grass. It's a very slow process, and because the ground is undulated, you can't quite get really low, so you may have seen us sort of all over the place a bit, really. But you had a go, didn't you? How did you find it?
It was long, heavy and unwieldy.
Yes.
But it'd be great if you can manage it, but yeah, I've left most of it to you, haven't I?
You
I had a go.
But it's been great to see the results, and as we saw earlier, there was now a better pathway up, which you've been clearing.
Yeah.
But thank you for doing that.
I'm better with the raking and the hoeing. And
yeah, more physical
I'm not
work.
better than you, but better at that than...
Yeah, no, I wasn't
I'm just
implying.
clearing my conscience.
And as you can see, we're standing here by these pears, which there's a pear tree here. They're still rock hard, but they're changing colour, aren't they?
Yeah, they're almost like russet, aren't they?
They're very lovely.
It's a bit hard.
I think what we've got an apple tree as well, and we've been keeping an eye on these because it would be nice to get the harvest and get one of those old-fashioned...
apple press.
Yeah, apple press, and try and get some juice this year.
Yeah.
Although, not so much over here, but on the apple tree, the wasps attacking it. But they like the fruit, don't they?
They do. It's the sweet stuff.
Yeah, but hey, lots of stuff to look forward to. Well, we've come back after the day we put the first thing on, and as you can see, it's a bit wet because we've had a sprinkling of rain. We need more rain.
We do.
But the interesting thing that we found, Julia, is what?
The tape is unsticking.
This sticky tape that we put here to protect so that the plastic doesn't rip is sticking to wood. We thought it would stay.
But we think it might be designed for metal.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, as they're usually made of metal.
So we thought it would stay, but it wouldn't. So we may actually have to sort of bind it on with some bit more of our string. So it's good to have not completed the whole thing, because now we know. But I'll have to get another order in for the tape and for more plastic to finish it off. When we were here yesterday putting up the polytunnel, we needed to get some earth to bed it in, and you may have seen that. The topsoil here is really good, so we thought what we would do is dig out some of this topsoil to mix with our compost for the veg patch. And then as we were doing that, we dug down a bit, and Julia said, you know what, it'd be nice to have a pond. So I've got to dig out a pond. It'd be lovely though, bit of wildlife, bit of water, and of course it helps have water nearby to the veg patch should we need it. So we may puddle it down like they used to do with the canals. Anyway, I better get digging.
We're just marking out preliminary where we'd like the pond, where we think it's going to be. So got a hole started yesterday, and Richard's done a bit more, and he started, then he got distracted with the strimmer, so I've carried on with a bit of this to take a break from clearing what he'd strimmed yesterday. Let's all go.
Sometimes hand tools like this sickle that was given to us is better in some ways than the strimmer, especially when it's wet. We've been having intermittent rains today, and with things like stinging nettles it's been very useful. And here on this little area that we're clearing, it's all about clearance at the moment, so the stinging nettles have obviously grown, died and fallen. More stinging nettles died, fallen over the years, and this is the last batch, and so there's stinging nettles upon stinging nettles upon stinging nettles and stalks, and very long stalks, so hacking them out is not so easy. And then we need to rake the whole area and expose the earth so that we can then prevent the stinging nettles from coming back. This area I think is going to be where we're going to start to put in some crops and things, so it should be good. Oh, the sun's coming out, that's nice.
As I said earlier, Richard trimmed all this yesterday. This is where the brick path that we may or may not have mentioned before is, that we discovered, and the poly potting tunnel is now on. So I today have been raking, gathering up, raking again, gathering up, raking again, because there's layer upon layer, as with Richard and the nettles, of leaves and grass and leaves and grass, dead and grown over the years. So clearing that all up, and I think you can finally see the result. Just got one last little bit here to do, and that'll be about 9 or 10 or more barrow loads of this stuff.
It's so lovely being up here. It really is. Away from the towns and away from the city and away from the noise. You've just got the wonderful nature. And Julia and I love that. Now, I'm back with my thinking cap on and my pipe to help me cogitate a solution. The tape that we used before was something like £11 a roll or something ridiculous. And it's good tape, it's foam and it's very sticky. But as we saw before, it's not ideal. Now I happen to have, as you saw us in the other episode, I think it was, where we put a bit of practice, PVC sailcloth it is. And I figured all we're doing is protecting the polythene from the knobs and sharp bits, the nodules from the wood. So I'm putting the struts covered in there with a bit of twine with some of this stuff. So I shall get on and bind that. Then we can get the next bit of plastic on, and it hasn't cost anything, which is what I love about this place. And now it's starting to rain, which is great fun, but it doesn't stop the work. Here it comes. Listen to that. Hopefully Julia's bringing the next sheet, and then at least we've got some shelter here. It is tipping it down.
We need compost. Now, we've been very kindly donated this by our dear friend Mark, the Bald Hat farmer. But he tells us it's too strong, so we need to mix it and turn it into just right for what we need. So to do that, we have some woody compost. Show you what that's like. So you've got chunks of wood in there breaking down into this lovely friable stuff. And then to mix that also with wood chip and sawdust. So I've just chucked some of it out there, but yeah, so that's going to be fun. That's our next job, to mix that all up and get that doing its thing. Well, that was fun. Mud baking is even better than mud baking. Anyways, we've done all the mixing. Now we need to cover it to stop the rain from washing the nutrients away, and to allow the worms to come up and give it more lovely nutrients with the worm poo. So, let's get it unwrapped. Or wrapped up, should I say. Here's what we prepared earlier.
Well, there we are. Well done.
Thank you. Well done, you.
It's good fun watching the woman work. Got a load of stones there.
Yeah, I've got stones.
Are you going to get stoned tonight?
No.
So, compost done. Polytunnel nearly
done.
Got the second sheet up on that, which is really good. It's been a long day. It's been a wet day today, hasn't it?
Yeah, on and off.
On and off. Pouring showers. Got a bit soaked. But every day we're getting a little bit closer. What with all the trimming and what with the clearance.
And the maintaining the clearance, because it all grows back. Although we're coming to a waning of the regrowth of the...
A what?
A regrowth.
A waning?
A waning.
A waning.
Not a waning.
Not a waning.
Not a waning.
No.
A waning.
Oh, waning.
of the growth... I've lost it now. Growth season.
Yeah. What she said. Only backwards and then tied in a knot.
Okay.
Get those stones on there, would you, woman?
All right.
I'll do a bit more watching.
You've done lots of hard work today.
I think it's going to stay on. I think it's there. Second sheet on, which was fantastic. I think those pink things that I tied on this morning are going to work well. We've got the sides with the mud, either side, which has worked out pretty good. We've still got to do the back end, still got to do the front end. But golly, these things do take time. And if it rains, we've got a shelter.
I've got together a few bobs and bits because I'm about to put some plants in the ground. My dear mother, she put some of her pumpkin seeds that she had last year into some pots, and they've grown on. So she's got several in the pot. I hope to prepare this area and then take them out of the pot, open up the root bulb and kind of separate them. I've never done this before, so let's see how it goes. Oh, this is great. the black plastic is doing its job of reducing and limiting and curtailing the grow back of all these thistles. That's grand. So just going to put some cardboard on top, some compost, put the pumpkins in. I don't know that I can safely separate these, so I'm reluctant to pull them and force it.
It's raining again. It's another day. And you're going to have to excuse me, my silly hat, but I'm trying to stay dry. I've got the back end on, but as you can see, it's a bit of a bodge because it's only 2 meters wide and there's a gap either side. It's not actually fixed as yet, and this bit of hazel is just there to pin it on temporarily, and it's tucked in at the moment at the back. So what I want to do is batten along here. I'll find a piece of wood, screw in and batten, hold it, and then batten and tuck, fold it over and tuck it in. And then to fill in those sides, I think I'll have to either put another bit of plastic in there, or I'll put a length of plank or something at that side for which to batten that end on. So it's a bit of a bodge. I'm told that there are bigger sheets, but I've only got this particular sheet to work with. But if we go inside, take the hat off, you can see now the back end. We're in the greenhouse. Well, poly house.
Poly potting tunnel greenhouse.
That one.
Thing. We're also on a bit of a seesaw. No, I don't have my punk.
Anyway, there's a reason why we're in here. We're sunbathing.
Yes.
At the moment. It's been raining.
Still is drizzling.
Drizzling, you might hear some of it. But the reason that we've come in here, apart from the fact we've been working on it, it's a fantastic place to have shelter up in a field in the middle of blooming nowhere, is we've done, we were doing some digging, weren't we, for some topsoil to put down here and to put on the bedding plants. Because some of the topsoil is amazing.
It's very good.
And we found, as we were digging, things became unearthed.
Yes, very interesting things.
So we thought we might just show you, and I'll do a close-up afterwards and edit them in. So what's that then, Julia?
Well, it says here,
yeah,
Shipham's.
Shipham's paste, that is, isn't it? So
yeah.
An old Shipham's paste bottle.
See that? About, I think.
Yeah, sorry about that, it's not very wide screen, this.
This looks like some sort of soda bottle.
Soda?
Americans are soda's an American word, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, hang on.
I was going to do that, you see.
There's another one somewhere, hang on, where's it gone? Over there. 1 minute. I've got two the same there. That's better, isn't it? Sorry.
That's all right.
Your toe.
There we go, look, that's good enough. Oh no, it's a bit on the... Hang on.
On the wonk.
Well, it will always be on the wonk because...
Because one's higher than the other.
Yeah. We built the poly potting tunnel
in Wonky Town.
In Wonky Town, so you know it's going to be wonky. But anyway, welcome to the shelf. So what have we got? We got Shipham's paste.
Another whole little jar. I'm
little
sure what that
jar.
is. It could be. It could have been ink.
Yeah.
So it looks quite inky on the inside.
Oh yeah. Could have been. Could have been ink.
And this I recognise as an inkwell, which definitely has some old ink at the bottom still. Fascinating.
And you know, there's very few things that we've found so far. We haven't spent a lot of time on it.
No.
That is actually complete. There's a lot of bits of crockery and bits of plate. And
yeah. This one.
Yeah.
Ponds. I think. I'm assuming.
Does it? Pongs.
Ponds, as in
the
pond, like the one we're growing out there, digging. Yeah, and it's got the little fern logo. Ponds, England. I'm sure that was some moisturising cream or something.
Yeah.
Cosmetic, but that's Looks like it's some of the products still like
Part of the lid.
Now, yeah, could have been part of the lid.
Yeah. Or something's on
Something
there.
that was anyway.
Yeah.
But there's loads of little jars, another little shipman's paste. This one's quite interesting. Not sure if that's from a roofing tile or not.
Oh
See
yeah.
the hole in it.
Yeah.
And
that we know this is Ming. We know that's Ming because we were told by a friend, Birmingham. Or words to that effect.
But yeah, and then you've got stuff like this, lots of random bits of glass as well. But
now I'm surprised we haven't come across any clay pipes.
yeah, that is a shocker.
But
yeah.
I have got a
briar pipe.
briar pipe.
I think it's briar, isn't it?
It is briar.
We've got some.
Does duck calls.
We've taken some pictures, so we might actually just put some pictures on screen so you can see them a bit
Yes,
better.
I'm sure I've done that.
Probably.
Well, there we go. Look at that. Finally, the polytunnel's finished. Ha! And we even have a door. And here is the door. It's a strange looking door. I know we made a frame, covered it in plastic, but it's quite heavy. And actually, because of the nature of the build, and it's all my fault, it's very difficult to hang the door so it, opens properly. But we have a cunning plan because we have put some little fold-out things, arms, and when we place, I'll show you, I'll demonstrate, because you wouldn't want to be in there with the door shut. It's very hot, isn't it, Julia?
Yes, it is.
And so, in theory, put these up, shove that in, put that up. So really this is like end of the day. There it is. So the wind can blow, it's not going to blow it over. So I'm pretty pleased with that. It's our Mark 1. We may make modifications on the Mark 2 if ever we get to a Mark 2. But the good news is it can now be used. And Julia has got some seeds and we've got some pots. Well, over to you, Julia. What's going on in there?
I've just trying some little peas. I know they're supposed to go in the ground, so I'm led to believe straight away, but it might be a bit too chilly already for them, so I'm just going to see if I can get them going. Just an experiment. But here we have some cabbages sown. We've got 5 of each. There's 3 different varieties. We've got cabbage white. Sorry, the first ones are Golden Acres or something, and then just plain white, and then GH, whatever GH stands for, Golden Harvest, I don't know. But we'll see what they come out like. So it is brilliant having the tunnel here and practically finished. It's amazing. In fact, it is finished. The door just fits on. It's perfect. So we've got somewhere nice and warm to germinate the seeds and get them started. But we're going to try bringing on some spinach. We've got spinach. I can't even read that bit. Giant winter spinach, radish. That's going to go straight in the ground. Chard and runner beans. We're going to give a go, I think. I can't for the life of me, and neither can Richard, remember who gave us all these wonderful seeds. If you recognise your writing, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We are eternally grateful. So this is amazing. We're actually getting a chance to get them, to try them.
Well, earlier in the episode we said we'd like to have a pond, and I didn't expect us to get very far, for a while, but as you can see we've got the formation of one, but it's actually going to be about 3 times the size, don't you think?
Yeah, but for now I had an idea.
Oh.
And that was just to line it and with a basic lining, and just like the black plastic over there and the grow patch, it's gathered lots of puddles of water, so I figured we could catch a bigger puddle of water here. While
we're digging it, we thought we may as well make use of the dip with the plastic to capture the water.
Yeah.
Because it has been raining.
Mm-mm. It's catching some water.
Yes, it hasn't caught a lot really, but
Nothing
then
like
it's got a join in the middle, so some of the water might run underneath. But the point is, we've started, and we had this idea of putting a tiny little that fencing around it, so children don't fall into it. Should any children?
And animals.
And
Not
animals.
that we have any animals.
And then maybe a bench, and so we could sit here and enjoy the sun, probably this way, and enjoy the wildlife and all of that. So it's,
it's going to be built in sections though. Whilst that bit's being used to collect a bit of rainwater, digging another hole here wherever we need the soil. So yeah.
And we've been using the earth obviously to secure the
polytunnel.
Yeah.
Plastic. The poly.
And also, of course, some of that's gone into the mix in our compost. So
yes.
We figured we'd just take the earth from one spot, hence the pond.
Yeah.
There's even a couple of breeze. No.
That is a good point.